What's up, my homies? This week started in the Yosemite National Park. Look how gorgeous this is. We bumped into a bobcat and plenty of waterfalls around. Absolutely gorgeous there. That's El Capitan. People rock climb that, if you can believe that. It's so nice. That was really nice. And then we stopped at the most unhinged museum on the way to San Fran. Look at all this taxidermy. It was such a random collection of things. All these bugs and then all this Chinese art. But look how beautiful and detailed this wood carving is. They had these terracotta men and these African masks. I feel like none of this should have been in San Francisco, but what do? Some Native American stuff. And then look at this bald eagle. That's cool. But also they had this ridiculous car collection. One of the best we've seen. Look at this Monza SP1, that convertible Diablo, LaFerrari, all these like cool French cars, 300 SL Gullwing, this 300 SL convertible, beautiful Testarossa, 308 GDS, stretch Rolls Royce, so cool. And here we are. Al's second home, San Fran. There's LinkedIn head offices. Went for a bit of a walk around some of the parks. And there was a cause exhibition on at the museum. It was really good. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And check out this Apple store, half inside, half outside. Went down to the pier, saw Alcatraz, walked through this. And Star Wars is actually filmed, a bit of Star Wars filmed there. There's the Golden Gate Bridge. And on that night, we went to the baseball, which was so much fun. And a really nice place to look from. Look at the view from there. So cool. Heaps of Waymos around, which we call them Wayno. And we're kind of thinking if they came to Australia, they should call them Wayno and said, "You have reached your destination, Kyoba." This night we went to the basketball, scored some choice tickets, had a bit of a feed before we went in. And here we are going onto the floor. There's Reggie Miller, NBA Hall of Famer. Kevin Durant, Steve Kerr, Durant and Curry just shooting the shit. There's Porzingis. And then Curry just doing ridiculous things on the floor. It was a crazy game, 1 point in the end. We got some boosters on the way to LA, and this is our place in LA for the next couple of weeks. And have a basketball court, which is awesome, straight to Erewhon to get a smoothie. And today visited this Peterson Automotive Museum, which had a lot of movie-related cars, which was cool, but also the collection was incredible. Look at this DB2, DB5. They had a really nice Aston Martin section, actually. Some crazy cars. Look at the color on this 177. Had some off-road areas, old school McLarens, and this is where I fully geeked out. Obviously, all of the cars from Fast and Furious, the Supra, the Charger, Dom's RX-7, the Eclipse, Suzuki's S2000, Letty's at 240XS, so cool. I don't know if this was from Wolf of Wall Street, but it was certainly the same spec. This Pearl 959, the DeLorean from Back to the Future, the Ferrari from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Then they had this vault, which is just a downstairs car park full of priceless cars. I was in absolute heaven. So cool to see some NASCARs and this insane F1 collection as well, just to top it off. And that's all we could squeeze into this week. Love you guys. Speak to you soon. Bye.